Hey, what's up guys? Tim here. So for today's tutorial, we're learning the West Country Whipping paracord bracelet. We're going to see a West Country Whipping knot. That's what it's based on. So that's this pattern here. It is essentially a variation of the Cobra Stitch. So I'm going to give you guys a quick close-up look at this bracelet. And the technique is based on the Cobra Stitch or Solomon Stitch. So if you know that knot already, this one will be very easy for you. Of course, this is the knot and loop closure, as we normally do. And just a word of warning, this is a quite thicker weave. So if you look at it this way, here it is next to just a standard Cobra Stitch. So if we just kind of put them side to side like this, you can see the West Country Whipping is quite thick, a little bit thicker than the Cobra Stitch. So if you're not a fan of thicker bracelets, you may not like this one. But aside from that, I think the pattern on this is really nice. Just that repeating pattern of that Cobra Stitch, but it looks a little different because the way you tie it is slightly modified. Okay, so that being said, let's get into the tutorial. Got two colors. I'm doing blue and Imperial Red, kind of Superman colors. And we've got 4 feet of each. Overall length of my bracelet will be 8.5 inches. Okay, 8.5 inches overall with 4 feet of each color. So I guess it's 8 feet in total. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, this technique is actually quite simple. It's really just the Cobra Stitch, but the way you do it is a little different. Okay, so we're going to start off here. Put our 2 strands behind our core. So I'm going to lead with my blue. So yeah, just a single Cobra Stitch to start out. So that's blue over the core strands, red over that one, and then red strand through the loop you created. Okay, so I'm going to cinch that tight, like that. I'm going to make my 1/2 inch loop up top, like that. Okay, so that's where you should be right now. So now we're going to lead with our blue because that's how we started. So we're going to do a Cobra Stitch, but this time instead of passing it behind the core, you're actually just going to do it kind of free floating in front of it, like that. Okay, so imagine we're doing the regular Cobra Stitch, but just in front of your core, and you're not actually going to go behind, right? So that was just the same stitch, but I did not go through my core, or under my core, right? So that's the first stitch. It's going to look a little weird at first, but get a few more in and it'll look fine. Okay, so now again we're going to lead with the blue, and this time we're going to go behind. Okay, we're going to go behind our core strands, and again we're not going to tie it onto the core strands. So blue behind, red through the loop, like that. Okay, and then I'm going to pull it tight. And that's basically just it. It's the Cobra Stitch. You're kind of weaving it back and forth in front of and behind the core, but you're not actually going to tie it onto the core. Okay, so again, we're back at the front now. Across the front, remember, do not tie it behind. Go in front like this, and then pull it tight. And how tight you want to make these knots is up to you. So you can push these up if you want to get the knots tighter together, but keep in mind that we'll use more paracord, so you might need a little more. Okay, so we're going to continue. We're going to go behind like this. Right, so we can see our pattern starting to develop there. Right, I'm actually going to push it up a little bit. I think it looks a bit better. Okay, so that's what this side looks like. That's what this side looks like. So you'll notice this knot kind of wants to twist. So just kind of play with it as you go. We did that one behind. So yeah, we're going to go in front again. So we're just going to continue this pattern all the way down our core. Right, it's just the Cobra Stitch, but you're not weaving it directly onto the the core itself. You're just kind of going back and forth, free floating in front of it and behind it. Okay, so I'm just going to keep going, and then when we get to the end, I'll show you guys how to finish it off. Alright, so I'm done weaving the main part of my bracelet. As you can see, I kept the stitches pretty tight on this one. I think it looks better that way. And at the very end here, actually you could just finish it off with your last stitch and then just snip and singe the ends right there. There's no need to finish with a cobra stitch because, you know, the cobra stitch where you go over the core. You don't have to do that because it's pretty secure either way, right? So, yeah, that's the end of my bracelet. I just have enough to finish, so I'm glad I didn't run out. We're going to snip and singe the ends and we'll be done. Alright, and there we have it, guys. We are finished. We're done our West Country Whipping paracord bracelet. So just give you another quick close-up of the pattern. Really nice pattern on this one. You guys know I'm a fan of symmetry or kind of more repeating patterns. Right, we got the ends melted off right there really nicely. Stopper knot, excess cut off too. This bracelet is ready to go. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If there's anything that's unclear, or if you have any problems or questions, please leave them down below. I'd be more than happy to help you guys out. Get back to you as soon as I can. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more paracord tutorial videos, and I will see you guys on the next one.